back to my channel. As you can see probably on the title, yes, I sure did. And I must tell you, after I had proceeded with doing, such a drastic chop at once, yes, if you must compare, some of you can probably say it is not that drastic, girl. It is not that bad. That's like a trim, or that's just like, that's nothing. Like some people shave their heads on YouTube, but it's drastic for me. And despite the act of actually doing it myself, which puts me in the position to be on both sides, right? If you go to a salon to get a haircut, you're the one getting the haircut and somebody else is doing the cutting, or vice versa. Either you're doing the cutting and somebody else is being cut. But I was in both ends because I do it myself. And it's funny how something so simple as it's just a haircut. It's just a haircut. Like all these emotions and thoughts and feelings came about. So then I thought, I need to share this. So of course, when it comes to minimalism, it always starts with the things, right? It starts with the stuff, and a lot of the minimalism content that you might see always relates to decluttering. It kind of goes hand in hand. It starts with decluttering your stuff. But today I want to share with you the 5 things that I have let go that has not only changed my perspective and my mindset, but I'm starting to feel, of course things don't happen overnight, I'm starting to feel so much lighter, just the thought of it, and just to know that I'm in that right path. So let's just put material things aside, but along those lines, the first thing that I've started to let go of are sentimental things. Now, when I was growing up, there had been things that had been passed on to me, especially by my mother. And I come from a family of mostly women. And so a lot of our things were, really passed on to generations because we were mostly girls. So what my mother wore when she was younger, she passed it on to me. What I wore, I passed it on to my sisters, and that sister passed it on to the younger sister. And I wouldn't be surprised if it gets passed on to the next generation as well. And I used to have a hold on such sentimental things because for some reason I connected the person with it, the memory with it, the feeling with it. But in reality, if that thing, let's say if it's a necklace and it's made of gold. Yes, gold is precious, but gold it's precious in its own way. It's part of Mother Earth, the creation of Mother Earth, and you can't put a price on that. But again, that is separate to who you are and who I am. Or if it's, these really nice cut up shorts that I really can't find anymore because they don't make them like they used to. I'm like, oh, but mom used to wear this and she gave it to me and it fits so well. And and it also brings you back to, memories of childhood and anything that would connect you to the memory of the person who gave it to you. I've finally started to let go of them slowly because I noticed that I don't even look for them anymore. I don't miss them anymore as if I need to have it. I need to hold it. I need to have it here with me right now. But if I come across it, like if I'm just cleaning my house and I come across it, I'm just like, oh, that was nice. I remember my mom gave that to me, or my friend gave that to me, or my best friend from high school gave that to me. And then I move on and I go about my day. It's not something that has such a hold on me that I'm like, oh my god, like this really needs to stay here and I will pass this on and I can't get rid of it. No. If it's here, it's still here, and if I happen to move anytime soon and if I could sell it, you know, I don't think I would have a hard time letting go of it. So that's the first thing, is knowing that sentimental things trigger the memory, but the memory lives with you. It lives within you. And though those material items can trigger something to make you reminisce, the memory itself and meaning of it stays with you. So regardless if that item is gone and you know you've moved on, it's still in here and that's not going anywhere. Next is social norms. Now, as you can see, I'm not saying I'm unique, but I'd like to believe that I'm unique in my own way. I mean, I'm a YouTuber who likes to wear kimonos, who wears her hair like the Tomb Raider, who has plenty of tattoos, and who's into as a minimalist. But trust me, you're gonna have to take these off of me when I die, because one thing for sure, and I can admit, I'm not minimal when it comes to my jewelry. But being a minimalist doesn't mean depriving yourself. It just means that keeping the things that means a lot to you and that you're using, and it's not just sitting there collecting dust. I do use them and I wear them every day. So don't even start. Anyways, so I like to, though I can be influenced by, whether if it's advertisement, you know we don't like them, or it could be your environment and the people you hang out with, or what you're exposed to, or how you grew up, and where you grew up, and in what time and what era. All of those things mold you to the person that you are. So you can't really say like, oh, I'm original and I came up with it. Okay, to some degree there's certain things that you can come up with, and even designers themselves, you know, who are very creative, they design things that, you know, kind of just, it just comes out of who knows where, and then they sketch it and then they make it, and that's all great. But as much as possible, I stick to what's comfortable for me. I've reached a point in my life where comfort is a priority, style is second. Now, hygiene is a different story, okay? Because it doesn't matter how I look and what I'm wearing, as long as I look neat, presentable, and clean, and I feel clean, I don't feel like I'm a bum, I'm good. I don't have to wear designer things. I don't have to wear branded and expensive things. I have a mix of things. I have things that are branded and things that are not. I have things that are old and some are new, some are expensive, some are just over the counter. You know, it could be anything. I don't care. You know, it doesn't really bother me. I can pretty much go with anything as long as it feels good on me. I like how I feel in it. I like how I look in it. I'm good. So that's another thing, is letting go of the idea that I have to fit in and I have to keep up with, oh, everyone has the new iPhone, so I must get it. Oh, everyone is wearing, you know, these new shoes, these new kicks, I have to get them too. Basically, keeping up with the Joneses. I'm not doing it. It's exhausting. So bye. We're letting go of that. Next up is opinions or judgments of anybody, basically. For many years growing up, it was very hard for me to find kind of where I would belong, and I felt like I needed that validation, that I needed people's opinions and people's judgment, that approval, that they had to say like, oh, Chris is cool, she's part of the gang, she's part of the crew because we think she's cool. No, nor do I have to prove. It's not about what I can bring to the table and who I am and what my status is and how much I make and who I am in society. I'm good. I am good. Your opinions don't matter. As long as deep in my heart I know I'm not harming anyone, I am not doing anything against the law. I am not doing anything. Basically, everything that your mama told you not to do, if your mama taught you well, and if she raised you right, everything she said to not do, don't do it. Basically. Then I'm okay. I am okay with that. And I can move on with some peace of mind, knowing that I am being the best person that I can be. I know I'm not perfect, and I know I need so much more work, whether if it's to work on my patience, to be more compassionate, to be more understanding, to have just a more open mind, willing to expand, and also to practice what I preach, you know? As long as I know I'm doing the best I can to be just a good human being. A good human being. So I can be like, okay, if I die tomorrow, I know I'm confident that, I mean, I don't want to get too spiritual and religious because I'm not. You know, I'm going to a good place. So that's that. The next up is letting go of your past self. Now, a lot of us, you know, as we get older, you know, we can't escape the fact that we're all heading in that direction. We're all going there, and no one is exempted from that. So we have to make peace with it and just roll with the punches. Let go of your past self and concentrate more on your current self. Appreciate where you came from, because where you came from is what made you who you are today. But appreciate and love and admire and adore the person that you are today, because you did so much work to get here for you to be stuck in the past. You have to be able to be present, not just with yourself, with your identity of who you are and who you become, but also to be present with whatever situation that you're in. And when I say that, don't mind what other people say when they say, oh, I remember you used to do this. Oh, I remember that used to be bad because, you know, you had a curfew and you were always going home late because you were always out, or you were cutting classes, and maybe I'm a little guilty of that. You know, perhaps they're stuck there. So let them be stuck there. They haven't moved on. They can stay there. If they want to live in memory of the old you, that's not your problem. You live here. You live right here. You don't live there. You live here. So that's where you need to be. And if there's someone else who wants to drag you back there, you better cut that rope real quick. Let them go by themselves. Because you're staying right here. And you're looking forward. And you're only going forward. We're not moving backwards. Yes, like I said, it's not a bad thing to reminisce the good old times and this and that. But when somebody is trying to drag you from your past and on a negative way, no, we're not allowing that. It's 2022. We're not allowing that. Let them be there by themselves. You've moved on, you've grown, and you're gonna continue to grow. So don't let those energies tie you down from your potential of growing to the beautiful self that you can be and that you will be. So that's for past self. The next is, it kind of relates to this a little bit, kind of. It's along those lines. Last but not least is your fantasy self. Now, it's always, I know a lot of people say, fake it till you make it. You've heard of that one before, right? Fake it till you make it. So you continue to live a life every single day because that's who you want to be. And until you get there, you're going to continue to kind of manifest and pretend to be it. To some certain degree, perhaps yes. But not with everything. It's okay to admire others who are doing certain things that you're currently not doing. Let's say you admire someone who goes skiing. You're like, oh my god, that's so cool. You're going skiing. I want to go skiing too, and I want to do that every year, every winter. So here you pile on all of these material things related to skiing, to this hobby, thinking you're gonna go skiing, and this is something you're gonna be doing for a long time, to the point where you're buying everything, like all the gear, everything from head to toe, all the gear that you need to do this hobby that you say that you're going to do, and then it ends up sitting in your garage collecting dust. So now you've accumulated clutter, you've wasted money, you've wasted energy putting into this idea, which never happened. So I know it's very hard, especially when you're constantly just bombarded with all these advertisements, making you think, let me rephrase that, exposing you to the idea that to make you believe that you think that you need to do what they're advertising. Whether if it's, oh, you need to go skiing, make your life more exciting. You're like, you know what? That's right. I do need to live life a little bit more. I need a little bit more action in my life. I should go skiing. And then you go online and click, fill up your cart and swipe your Visa. Don't do it. Don't do it. Been there, done that. And to the point where when it's time to declutter, whether it's time to separate what's trash, what's donatable, what's still, you know, something that we can salvage or something that we can sell, for the most part, almost 100% of the time, it's things that I can still sell because they have tags on them. They still have their price sticker on it. It's bad, y'all. Don't do it. Don't do it. Listen to Chris. Don't do it. Anywho, thank you so much for watching. I hope you can find some type of I hope you can find some inspiration to the video I had to share with you today. And also, I'm going to share with you when I did the chop as well. Or perhaps when I edit this video, maybe I'll just slide it in one of these corners while I'm talking. Here. How you guys like this, by the way? How y'all like that? Is it cool? Is it corny? I don't know. Thought it was kind of dope. It was one of the things when I was decluttering, I found it and I was like, I need to use it. So since I can make use of it, then I'm gonna keep it and dig it. What y'all think? This little moon there. I think it's pretty cool. Anyways, thanks again for watching. If you like this type of content, don't forget to like and subscribe. And wherever you are in the world, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. If you're in the Philippines, may buntag, may udto, may hapon, o may gabi. Take care.